Hi friend. Today let me take you on a fascinating journey through the magical world of cacao and chocolate, a colorful adventure from the tropical rainforests to the sweet chocolate bars enjoyed around the globe. Our story begins in ancient times, when the Aztecs revered the cacao tree as a sacred gift from the wind god Quetzalcoatl. They called the drink made from cacao beans xocolotl, a beverage reserved only for nobility and religious ceremonies. Can you imagine these small beans being as valuable as gold and jewels? The fate of cacao changed forever when Christopher Columbus set foot in the New World in 1502. He brought these strange cacao beans back to Europe, opening a new chapter in world culinary history. But don't think chocolate immediately became a European delicacy. At first, its bitter taste made many people wince. It wasn't until the 17th century that chocolate truly transformed, when the Spanish had a stroke of genius adding sugar and milk to this drink. And oh my, how the world of chocolate changed. From an unpalatable beverage, chocolate suddenly became the favorite drink of European nobility, spreading rapidly like a fever. But wait, our story isn't over yet. The biggest turning point came in the 19th century when Dutch chemist Coenraad Johannes van Houten invented the cocoa press. This was the stepping stone for the birth of the chocolate bar, the treat we love today. Now, let's delve into the miraculous journey from cacao bean to chocolate bar. The story begins in the humid tropical forests along the equator, where cacao trees thrive in harsh conditions, temperatures of 25°C and humidity above 80%. Did you know that most of the world's cacao supply still comes from this region? The cacao harvesting process has retained its traditional methods from ancient Mayan times. Cacao pods must be harvested manually, one by one, as the cacao tree is extremely delicate. This work requires extraordinary patience and skill. After harvesting, workers must sit down and separate each cacao bean from the sticky white pulp. Can you imagine yourself as a fruit ninja? But don't rush to think these cacao beans are ready for chocolate making. They still have to go through an important process: fermentation. The cacao beans and pulp are placed in special fermentation boxes, covered with banana leaves, for 3 to 9 days. This process not only eliminates bacteria and the white pulp, but also creates the characteristic brown color and special flavor of cacao. After fermentation, the cacao beans are dried in the sun. This step not only helps remove moisture and prevent mold growth, but also enhances the flavor of the cacao beans. Can you imagine the fragrant aroma wafting from the drying cacao beans? If you like chocolate, please subscribe to the channel. If not, please click like and comment number 1 below the video. The cacao beans are now ready for their journey to factories around the world. Here, they undergo rigorous quality checks before entering the processing stage. Did you know that chocolate companies produce up to 3 million tons of chocolate each year? The processing begins with roasting the cacao beans. For 30 minutes to 2 hours, the cacao beans are roasted in rotating drums where hot air blows through them. This process reduces moisture from 7% to 1%, while activating complex chemical reactions between over 300 different compounds in the cacao beans. This is the secret to creating the rich flavor of chocolate. After roasting, the cacao beans are separated from their shells in a winnower machine. The inner part, called the nib, is ground into a dark brown paste that smells like alcohol, known as chocolate liquor. At this point, the production process splits into two branches, one for making cocoa powder and one for making chocolate. To make cocoa powder, the chocolate liquor is treated with an alkaline solution, then most of the fat cocoa butter is removed. The remaining part is ground into a fine powder that's the cocoa powder we often use. To make chocolate, cocoa butter is mixed back with chocolate liquor in the conching process. This is the crucial step that creates the smooth texture of chocolate. Depending on the type of chocolate, milk powder, sugar, or vanilla may be added to this mixture. Did you know that milk chocolate was invented by Daniel Peter in 1875 when he combined powdered milk developed by Henry Nestle with chocolate liquor? The final step in chocolate production is tempering, a controlled process of heating and cooling chocolate. This creates a uniform crystal structure, giving chocolate its characteristic snap when broken. Then, the chocolate is poured into molds, checked one last time to ensure there are no air bubbles, and carefully packaged. Did you know that the chocolate industry earns up to $50 billion a year? With such an enormous number of chocolate bars, they need a lot of foil for wrapping. But the journey of chocolate doesn't end at the factory. To enjoy chocolate to its fullest, experts recommend eating chocolate at room temperature, about 20–22°C. You can enjoy pure chocolate or pair it with tea or coffee to enhance the flavor. And that's the magical story of the journey from cacao bean to the chocolate bar we love. From distant tropical forests to modern factories, from ancient religious rituals to popular snacks today, chocolate has undergone a long and interesting journey. Every time you enjoy a piece of chocolate, remember that you're tasting thousands of years of history and the efforts of countless people from all over the world. So, the next time you hold a chocolate bar in your hand, pause for a moment and reflect on the amazing journey it has taken. From cacao pods in the tropical forest to the chocolate bar in your hand, it's a story of patience, creativity, and human love for this sweet flavor. And who knows, maybe in the future, we'll discover even more interesting things about this magical food. If you find the video useful, click subscribe to the channel to see the next part soon.